The Boy with the Eyebrow Mustache. It was 1905, and 15-year-old Julius Henry Marx had a sharp mind, quick feet, and eyebrows thick enough to shelter a family of sparrows. He was looking for an adventure, and he often found it in the newspaper's want ads. One day, an ad caught his eye. Boy singer wanted. Must have lungs and a sense of rhythm. Groucho grinned. Well, he thought, I've got lungs, and if rhythm means tripping over my own feet, I'm overqualified. He applied to a man named Robin Leroy, and soon found himself part of the Leroy Trio. Groucho suspected at least one of the other members, wasn't sure which end of the piano was up. The vaudeville circuit was no place for the faint-hearted. Groucho's first performance was a battle against stage fright, uncooperative trousers, and an audience that looked very confused. But even then, his special kind of wit began to shine. While singing a sappy love song, he suddenly stopped and told the audience, if I get any more sentimental, I'll start charging rent for my own heart. A few people chuckled. The act limped from town to town. By 1909, Groucho's brothers had joined in. First came Chico, a piano prodigy who loved playing cards even more than he loved playing music. Then there was Harpo, who never spoke a word. He let his harp do the talking, or the honking car horn he kept in his pocket. And Gummo, whose main talent appeared to be vanishing without notice. Their mother, Minnie, decided things needed a firm hand. She had a will of iron and a heart full of love for her boys. She took charge of booking their shows, becoming their manager and biggest fan. Minnie made sure nobody ever cheated her sons. She would march into a theater manager's office and declare, "My boys get paid!" And they always did. They called themselves the Four Nightingales, but their singing was so comically bad that audiences sometimes asked for their money back before the show even started. Their big break came in 1910 with a new show, Fun in High School. It was a comedy sketch set in a classroom, and they rehearsed it for weeks. But on opening night, the script was gone. Harpo, feeling a bit peckish, had accidentally eaten it for a snack. They had no lines to say. Groucho walked on stage and started making things up. He pointed to the actor playing the teacher and announced, "His hairpiece looks like something crawled up there to take a nap." He turned to Chico's silly accent. "Where did you learn English? From the back of a macaroni box?" Then he gestured to silent Harpo. And here's a man who thinks before he says nothing. The audience didn't throw tomatoes. They roared with laughter. The brothers' crazy, mixed-up, anything-can-happen comedy was a hit. They had found their magic. Suddenly, their luck turned. Managers started paying them real money. The days of cheap boarding houses and sharing a single sandwich for dinner were coming to an end. Gummo left to join the army. He joked that the food was better, so their younger brother Zeppo joined the act. He was the handsome, normal one who set up the jokes for his crazy brothers. With Minnie guiding them, the Marx brothers took the world by storm. Their comedy was a whirlwind of puns, sight gags, and pure, unpredictable fun. Years later, Groucho was one of America's most famous comedians. The funny mustache he painted on with grease paint was now real. "We started with nothing except ambition," he'd say, "and I think we're still making payments." Groucho Marx left the world with a legacy of laughter and wonderful advice. Like this: outside of a dog, a book is man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read.